We spend 22 years of our life in school. Most of us probably join an institution from the kindergarten, and from that point onwards, we are put into the school system that molds us for the first 22 years of our life. From kindergarten, we go to elementary, then to high school, and then to college. And all of this is done without giving any thoughts by our parents. They do it because everyone else seems to be doing it, and they've gone through the school system, and apparently school is good. But is it really good? What's going on in the school system? Have you ever seen a child who was happy and excited to go to school for the first time? Almost every single kid cries when they're sent off to school. I was certainly one of them. I hated the school system. In fact, I cried on the first day of school up until fifth grade. I hated the school because it made no sense. It took away your freedom, forced us to learn things that have no practical use, took the fun out of learning, and labeled us and put us into different boxes like he's smart and he's not. The school is designed to create a workforce for the system that we're living in. It's like a factory to create workers. It's not designed to develop your individuality or to express your gifts that will help you live your life in bliss and abundance. In fact, school system does the opposite of that. It kills your creativity, imaginative power, takes your ability to think for yourself, makes you obedient to authority, trains you how to be a good slave to greedy corporations and governments. And most of the things that we learn in school are pointless and have no purpose in real life. So why the hell are we spending 22 years of our life in the school system? It's honestly worse than prison. And I believe we're all born here for a reason and have unique gifts and purpose to make this world a better place. We're not born to be slaves and go through the process of life mindlessly. I still can't get over the number of years, 22 years in school system. And then we become a slave, join the workforce, work for the next 4 years or so, then we retire, then we wait to die. If you put it this way, all of this stuff does not make any sense. And so much of the programming that gets done in the first 22 years of your life affects for the rest of your life. Like I mentioned, your behavior gets molded so you become a good slave and be obedient to the authority. You're influenced by your peers, and because of peer pressure, you're forced to do things to fit in and be cool. In the process, you lose your individuality and your gifts are hidden even more than before. And if you're different than other people, you're secluded, which makes you feel bad. In fact, being different is a gift, but you don't realize that. They evaluate your smartness or knowledge on standardized tests that makes no sense or have no practical purpose in real life. Like I mentioned, we all have gifts in different things, and just because you're not good at math doesn't make you dumb. Like Albert Einstein once said, you cannot judge a fish by its inability to climb a tree. And almost no practical life skills are taught in the first 22 years of your school. They don't teach you about the financial system or how to plant trees, how to live independently, because all those things will not make you a slave. It will make you an independent person, and they don't want that. So you'd be better off being homeschooled and learning things you find interest in, as opposed to join this educational prison that robs you of your individuality and freedom. That way learning becomes fun and practical. Your natural curiosity will take you through different subjects and skills that you need to learn, as opposed to being forced to memorize the capitals of the world for a quiz tomorrow. Knowledge is widely available everywhere, and you don't need to go to an institution to access it. Think about how much fun and rewarding your childhood would have been if you did that. There could be arguments saying that kids should be disciplined by the teachers. If they're homeschooled, they'll be lazy, unmotivated. I disagree with this. So this is where the parenthood and the mentors come into play. It's your responsibility as a parent to teach them morals of life, help them follow their inner curiosity, as opposed to handing this over to teachers who may not have the best intention for your kid's future. They're just doing a job for the paycheck, and their job is to follow school curriculum, which is set by the state. This takes us back to the square one. The curriculum is not meant to educate you, rather to dumb you down and to be a slave. So how can we change this? Homeschool kids or make them join special schools that focuses on individual development as opposed to following a mundane curriculum. So that standardized tests and the exams are useless. You cannot judge a fish by its inability to climb a tree. Everyone is unique, and the role of teacher is supposed to encourage students to follow their inner voice and intuition. Learning will come naturally when they follow that. When you follow your curiosity and interest, you will love to learn and read about things. You will learn to connect different subjects and make them practical in real life. I would also incorporate practical surviving skills in school, such as how to grow your food, build your own shelter, survival camps, and there should be workshops on meditation to help students cultivate strong mental state of awareness and peace. Love, happiness, and joy should be freely expressed. They should know how the human brain works so that they know the pitfalls of the psychology and navigate when things get hard. Of course, these are just few things I mentioned here to make the school better. There's a lot more we need to revise and iterate as we start implementing the new system. The biggest challenge would be to take a leap of faith by the parents to turn away from the current system. Only when more and more people realize the flaws, change can happen. I hope this video serves as a reminder for those who are watching that we need to act now to change our future for the better. It starts with shaping up the next generation. We need to start moving from producing factory workers to providing fertile ground for innovators, thinkers, and visionaries to take the humanity to the next level. If you like this video, consider subscribing, press the like button for the YouTube algorithm, and share it with others who may resonate with this message. And also, comment below on what you liked or disliked about the school system. Do you think we need to change it? What are some of your ideas of how it should be done? Thanks for watching. Until next time, my friends, be fearless.